Hey, Broom Riders, it's Natalie. You are back with the Purple Broom Apothecary. I'm so glad to have you back. Today I'm going to do kind of a tarot review. It's not really a reveal, but a tarot review. This is a deck that's been around for a while. Joey Morris had it a while back, and I fell in love with it and really wanted to obtain it. And recently, my cousin Trina sent me this little link to get it for a great price off of Wish. And I was a little surprised at the price because it was like $6, $8, I think. And it came with a little bag, and I thought, well, sure, I'm going to check this out. Now, I have never purchased a single thing from Wish ever in my life. This was the first Wish purchase I ever made. And I got the cards in today. They came in this cute little bag. It says Roman card on it, and I love the pentacle. The cards themselves came boxed up, and they're sealed. There is wrap. It is the Wild Unknown Tarot, which is the deck that I wanted. Now this to me looks smaller than the standard deck, which this might be just kind of a special printing of it. I don't know. My concern is that knowing that Wish, all that stuff comes from China, I'm a little concerned that this might be counterfeit, if you want the truth. So if anybody knows whether that's the case, please let me know, and I'd be happy to report it, and I will never purchase another thing from them. But it's got the little scan code to download for the app on it, and the box looks legit. I mean, everything looks good. It's got the copyright for Harper Elixir and the ISBN number and everything else, so it looks legit. It just looks smaller than normal. So let's open it up. This is supposed to be the deck and a book that goes with it, but as you guys know, I don't ever go by the book, so I go by what my intuition tells me that card means and what I know the card's general meanings are. So depending on how it's laid out. So I'm going to open up the plastic. Now, my idea on this, because I had read on the reviews that the deck was a little smaller than the standard deck, but again, I don't know if that's because this is counterfeit or that this is just a small printing of the deck. On the back it says, "Welcome to the Wild Unknown Tarot. You will find within," and then it has pictures of the little cards. It does talk about the Modern Tarot Classic, and it gives like a little description on the back. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. It looks blurry to me. Never mind. So let's open it up and actually look at the cards themselves. Okay, now within the cards themselves, they are not individually, like how they usually have the cards kind of wrapped. Now there is no book in here. That's interesting to know because on the box it says deck and guidebook, but there is no guidebook in here. It is just the cards. That's the back of the cards. It's like a snakeskin print. These are the images. They are about standard playing card size, which is great for small hands like mine because I really have a problem with that. With standard decks, sometimes they're very large. Like I have the Raven Tarot, and that thing is enormous. And they're sticky. Like the cards are glossy, so they're sticky and they stick to each other. I have a really hard time shuffling. These don't seem very sticky. I do love the kind of pen and ink sort of drawings that are on them. What I'm looking for is kind of any telltale thing where it's been like photocopied, if you know what I mean. I'm really concerned about that because this is such a good price and the fact that it's so much smaller, but ooh, I do like the Hierophant. It's got the keys to understanding the power within your soul. Strength is a really nice card too. Usually there's a woman depicted with the lion. I like the fact that this one isn't. This is really pretty. This is the Two of Staves or the Two of Wands. It's a really nice little deck. Kind of, wow. It's a nice deck. I mean, I really loved the artwork when Joey was showing the deck. I'm not sure. I would be interested in seeing somebody who has the full-size Wild Unknown and doing a card-by-card comparison. Now, it shuffles super easy, so it bridges nicely. It is about the size of regular playing cards, which makes it really easy for somebody with small hands like me to shuffle. So this might be our deck for the Saturday sling. Which, by the way, I'm just going to say up front, the Saturday sling, I realized last week it became the Sunday sling. This week may be just as bad. Yesterday, I went to my office to get a bank card out of our safe for their business account to link up with a payor that owes us a lot of money. And I noticed a funny smell in the office, and it's been kind of musty in there ever since the last time we got a lot of rain. I've been telling the landlord about it, and he's been kind of blowing it off, saying he'd get the cleaning ladies in there to take care of it. Not this office, but my other office. And yesterday, the smell was overwhelming. I even got the guy from down the hall, I like the Three of Cups, to come and take a smell, and he agreed with me that it was overwhelmingly musty. He could smell it before he even entered the room, so I knew it wasn't just me. And we went into the therapy area because it's like a big waiting area. Then there's two offices. One was Harold's and one was the therapy room. And it had a storeroom back and right off the therapy area. I mean, off the waiting area, the other direction. And we realized that the land sloped down towards the office because our office is at the back of the building. And we could see where the baseboards were coming off the wall. And then I realized that there was all kinds of moisture under the desk mat because we had a clear plastic desk mat to protect to help the chair roll easier and to protect the carpet. And I pulled it up, and it was such a musty odor, and there was moisture all underneath it. Then I look at the wall, and there, yes, broom riders, was mold. Fuzzy yellow mold that matched the paint growing all along the wall from practically the back wall all the way to the door. So the landlord's been kind of a butt about it, you know, in terms of he wants his rent check like right away. He's the kind of guy that's calling you the next day saying, where's your rent check? And I'm like, in the Dropbox, you need to go get it. But he was telling me, well, I don't know how long it's going to be before we can, you know, get your office back into order. And I have 3 different offices down the hall we can move you into. And I'm like, that's not going to work for us. We needed the therapy area and the waiting area for the parents. We can't ask the parents to wait in a room 3 doors down the hall, and the other office, the admin office, isn't going to be 4 doors down the other way. That's not going to work for us. So it ended up being just kind of a really ugly situation, and he has allowed us to get out of our lease, but we have to be out at the end of the week. So now we're trying to, you know, schedule with movers, get the offices straightened out, like figure out if we're going to put the furniture in storage or if we're going to relocate the office, meaning we need to find an office within the next day or two so that we have some place to move the furniture to. So it's been kind of crazy. So I'm going to try to use this deck for the Saturday sling because I love, 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 love this deck and have wanted it for a long time. I will say that the artwork on the cards looks great. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to get to the Saturday sling this week. I might try to record it maybe Friday night and just upload it. But the artwork is really neat. Like I said, it's a beautiful deck. It looks just like the one that Joey was showing. So, I mean, it may be legit. It may just be a smaller production that they're able to sell at a less price. But it's a really, really, really neat deck. And I like the fact that it focuses on animals because I love animal energy. And I think that, like, the Mother of Cups, Daughter of Cups, I'm going to assume that this is the Queen of Cups and that this is the Page of Cups. It's interesting it uses daughters instead of sons, or it doesn't have a mix of daughters and sons. Daughter of Swords. I really like that card. The Page of Swords has always been kind of a decent card for me. I always get a feel of, you know, there may be challenges on the way, but help is on the way. You know, I always see pages as like help in a certain situation or good news. Daughter of Wands. That's pretty cool. Wish this thing would focus better so you could see this, but this is a really, really neat deck. 4 Swords. Yeah. How many times have you felt like that? So it's a really, really neat deck. I definitely recommend it. For the price, you can't beat it. I mean, $8, and it came with the bag. That was a great deal. So I really like the bag. It's kind of a velveteen, and the printing on it seems good quality. Doesn't seem like it's going to rub off too easy, but we'll find out. And it does come in a nice box. It's just, it says on here, deck and guidebook, and there's no deck, which, again, makes me a little bit suspicious that this may not be on the up and up. I'm looking on the cards themselves for any kind of like copyright marking or anything like that. I'm not seeing it. So if this is legit and being on Wish, who knows? But by the fact that the manufacturer has not dinged it yet, I would say maybe it is legit. Maybe they bought them in bulk, or it was a special printing, or somehow there's an error to the printing. Maybe it's the fact that it doesn't have the guidebook with it. It is definitely well worth the price. I would most definitely go to Wish and check out this little miniature Wild Unknown Tarot. It's really a good size. I like the playing card size. It's easy. It's portable. I'm probably going to keep it in the box and then put it in the bag and carry this. This will probably become the deck that I carry with me. So that means that the deck I do typically carry with me, I may just throw into my bag and have in my bag that I use around me. But I always keep a deck on me. So this might be my purse deck, and that might be my bag deck. I don't know. But I really like the size because it's easy and portable, and not so small that you can't read it when you're getting old like me. So it's a good deal. Check it out. I got another deck off of there, but that's going into the giveaway for Which is the Moon, so I'm not gonna talk about that one here. But it was one of Colette Baron Reed's decks, and it looks legit too. It looks to be about the same size as this. It's wrapped up. I mean, it's sealed. I just don't know what the deal is with it. So I would just say, in light of everything that's going on with all the copyright stuff and coming out of China, which I did not realize it was coming from, I would be a little suspicious on that. But if it's legit, it's a deal. So check it out. Thanks so much, Broom Riders. And again, thank you for your patience. Sorry about the whole shamugamug about the office, but you know, it is what it is. We're going to work around it. Hopefully I'll have time to record it and get it up to you guys. So thank you so much and have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Blessed day.